The moment death looked him in the eyes, the ring answered. Cairo Vale was thin, sharp-faced, and permanently tired. He had dark circles under gray eyes that had learned to expect loss. His hands were calloused but weak, his posture slouched from a lifetime of being overlooked. He was not a hero. He barely survived. When the monster breached the city, soldiers fell in seconds. Civilians scattered in pure terror. But Cairo froze his body, refusing to run as the colossal creature locked onto him. In that single frozen second, something warm pressed against his chest. A ring appeared, ancient, silver, etched with symbols that pulsed like a heartbeat. The instant his finger touched it, reality shattered. The city streets dissolved into nothing. All sound vanished. He woke up beneath a fractured purple sky, in a world that clearly rejected humans. The ring spoke not in words, but in pure understanding. A system. A judgment. As glowing eyes opened in the dark forest ahead, the ring delivered its first cold command. Survive. In that alien forest, Cairo was still just a boy. Scrawny, scared, but now with a strange silver band on his finger that felt heavier than the world itself. The ring was cold, a constant reminder of the impossible situation he was in. He clutched his chest, the fear a familiar ache, but a flicker of something new desperation straightened his spine just a little. He had to move. He scrambled through the bizarre, glowing flora, the alien sounds of the forest amplifying his frantic heartbeat. He was alone, utterly and completely. The ring suddenly hummed against his skin, a low vibration that sent a jolt up his arm. It wasn't just a piece of jewelry, it was alive. A mental image flooded his mind, a map, not of the forest, but of energy signatures. One signature was huge, monstrous, the thing with the glowing eyes. Another was small, flickering, and moving away. Prey. The ring pulsed again, its message clear and brutal. Hunt or be hunted. He was no longer just Cairo Vale. He was a player in a game he didn't understand, and his first move was to chase down that flickering light. He was no longer just tired. He was hunted. The exhaustion that had defined Cairo's life was now a fire in his lungs, a scream in his muscles. But the ring didn't care. It pushed him onward. His thin frame, once a symbol of his weakness, now allowed him to slip through dense, thorny vines that would have stopped a stronger man. He was becoming less of a victim and more of a shadow. He finally saw it, the flickering light. It wasn't an animal. It was a person, another human, just as lost and terrified as he was. They were huddled by a stream, trying to drink. Relief washed over Cairo, but it was instantly replaced by a cold dread from the ring. It pulsed with a chilling instruction, a mission, an objective. It showed him the other person, but overlaid with a single glowing word: target. The ring wasn't a tool for survival. It was a weapon. And as the other person looked up, their eyes wide with a desperate hope, Cairo understood the horrifying truth. The system wasn't there to save him. It was there to make him a monster. Cairo stood frozen, his heart a war drum in his chest. He was still Cairo Vale, the boy who couldn't fight, the boy who always lost. But the silver ring on his finger was a cold, demanding weight. It showed him the target's weaknesses, the quickest way to end them, the reward he would receive: power, energy, a chance to live another day. He looked at his own trembling hands, then at the other survivor, who was now cautiously backing away, sensing the shift in the air. For the first time, Cairo wasn't just afraid of the monsters in the forest. He was afraid of himself. He was afraid of what the ring wanted to turn him into. The ring, however, had no patience for morality. It detected his hesitation and unleashed a new kind of terror. A wave of agonizing pain shot through his body, a punishment for his defiance. A new message seared into his mind: comply or be consumed. As the pain intensified, forcing him to his knees, he realized the choice was never his. Survive their way, or don't survive at all. The pain subsided, leaving Cairo gasping on the forest floor. He was no longer just a boy. He was a tool, a weapon being sharpened against its will. The hollow look in his eyes deepened, but now it was tinged with a cold fury. He looked at his hand, at the ring that had become his tormentor. He had to survive, but he would do it on his own terms. Ignoring the ring's silent screams for obedience, Cairo turned his back on the other human and ran. He sprinted into the darkest part of the woods, toward the massive energy signature, the monster with the glowing eyes. It was a suicide mission, an act of pure defiance. The ring pulsed violently, flooding his mind with warnings of certain death, but he ignored them all. He'd spent his life running from threats. Now, for the first time, he was running toward one. A final cryptic message from the ring echoed in his thoughts as he burst into a clearing. It wasn't a command or a threat. It was a single, chilling word that changed everything. Welcome. And standing there waiting for him wasn't a monster. It was a throne. An empty, ancient throne that seemed to be made of the same impossible silver as the ring. The game was far bigger than he ever imagined. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow for the next chapter.